Hey, everybody, welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I am Toni Greene, the Psychic Medium. Welcome to the show. So, Blog Talk is down again. They're just having some kind of issues, but it's okay because I will have people call into my number this evening and take calls that way. It's my business number. It's the same number you would use if you were wanting to schedule an appointment for a reading. Okay, so we have that done. That's easy enough. We have taken care of that. I have the first two callers lined up. When I say go, the first caller will be Crystal, the second caller will be Nancy. But unfortunately, you guys can only call in one at a time because, there's no place to hold you. You'll just be shoved to voicemail. So, for today, we're going to do the show just a little bit differently because Blog Talk is down again. And I want to make sure that I can help as many people as possible in the time I have. So we'll get started right away. Please don't get scammed. If anybody reaches out to you, it's not me. If you end up on a page that's similar to mine but isn't mine, please be aware of that. I only have this page that I put my shows out on. I don't have any other pages, so please don't be scammed by scammers. Don't be scammed by scammers. That's what I would say. The next thing I would say is we're going to go straight into names and then songs, and then I'll start taking callers. So the names are either the name of a loved one on the other side, or your name, or the name of a pet or a place or something like that. The name, if it means something to you, it's your name. The first name is Maurice. Okay, they're not saying it like that. I am saying it like that. Maurice. The first name is Maurice. The next name is Jonathan. The next name is okay. I'm not sure, but I think it's Philippine or Philippian. Either one. If it makes sense to you, then that's the name. The next name is Mary. The next name is Luis again. Oh my goodness. Did I say Luis yet? Nope, Luis. The next name is but you know what's so funny, you guys? They're showing me Luis, but I see it like, you know how the bag Louis Vuitton, I see it like that. Like, I don't know why, but it's Luis. The next name is Shirley, Mabel, Edna. Oh, we have some old school names popping up today, don't we? um, the next name is Rose or Rosa. The next name is Chance or Chantley. Either way, or both of them. And then I'm going to do two more names, Marie, and the last name is going to be Joseph. Okay, then we're going to go into songs. Now, on Monday, I could barely compose myself doing songs. I hope it's exactly the same today. But the song could be the answer to a question that you've had lately, and they're bringing the answer through in a song. The song could also be a song your loved one you love, they love the band, whatever it is. The verse that I sing, the specific verse I sing, could mean something and not the whole song. Okay. Alrighty. I'm only going to do a couple songs today. When Blog Talk is down, it kind of throws me off in the beginning of the show, and then it takes me a moment to really get into, like, out of my own scatteredness and get into the show. So the first song is uh, well, I'm hearing two different songs together, and it's so odd that both songs are my sister's names and who I think they were literally named after. So the first song is Sherry, Sherry, Sherry baby. And then the second song is Sheila, 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 pretty little Sheila. Those two songs are the first two songs coming through. So and I just realized I did both of those songs with so much snark. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, then I need to adjust my attitude a little bit about the songs, apparently. Um, I think I just went nasally because I know I can't sing them, and that was an easy way to play it off. Okay, the next song is I anything by Motley Crue. Motley Crue. Motley Crue. The next song is that song, Vroom, Vroom, Leader of the Pack. It doesn't surprise me that such very, very old songs are coming up, since some of the names in the beginning were very, very traditional old school names. So that makes so much sense to me. The next song is I don't you know what? I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. It's not typically a song. I'm just hearing Hank Aaron. Now, if that's a song that I don't know about, I apologize, but I'm just hearing Hank Aaron. Okay. And then Babe Ruth. So possibly somebody up there who really loved Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, they're up there and they're letting that's your confirmation. I'm going to do two more songs and then we're going to move on to callers. The next song is this song has come through before, I think. Jeremiah was, and I can never get the words right. A bullfrog was a good friend of mine. Never understood a word he said, but I helped him drink his wine, joy to the world. That's the song. And I know I get that first part wrong, but somebody up there is singing it. And then the next song is the last song. The last song is a nursery rhyme or a younger. It's Mary, Mary, quite contrary. And that's all I know of that. That's all I'm getting of that. Okay, now we're going to go to callers. So here we go. The first person who is Crystal, you can call in. And again, the call in number, I put it down. I think this is her. This is Toni.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Thomas?
Are you Crystal?
I'm doing wonderful. I can't complain. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much, love. Love, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Okay, and what's your question today, love?
I want to know, will me and Jay reconnect? We were together for 5 years, but then we kind of like broke up abruptly. I think due to like some of his family, and we were living together. He moved back with his sister. And so I was just trying to see, like, will we reconnect? Every time we got back together, we was doing like spiritual stuff, going to church together, and I got pregnant. And I had lost my baby this time, but I do have a child. And I was just trying to see, will we get back together, or what would happen between me and Jay?
Okay, so first, I'm really sorry you lost your child, and I'm really sorry about the breakup. And I have to say, people who call into my show, they know I give the truth, even if it hurts, even if the truth isn't the best thing. And I'm going to say this to you, and I hope you understand it. Sometimes something happens, and for the person not to think about it, they escape it. and the way they escape it is by leaving the situation. And I feel like something happened, and I don't even know if it was the loss of the baby or something else, but something happened that he is trying to escape. This could be something with himself, okay?
Mhm.
So, oftentimes, when this is the case, the person, even if they come back, you can't make it work out, unfortunately. And that's
Mhm.
what I'm getting here. Even if he comes back, I think it's gonna, I'm hearing that song, Too Little Too Late to Try Again with You. I
Mhm.
think what's gonna happen here is either A, he's just gonna wait too long before he comes back, and you're gonna be like, with moved on, like boot up or something with somebody
Mhm.
else, or when he comes back, he's got,
You
man,
know
that
what,
just
too, Miss Tony? I'm gonna tell you what I hate. I married this boy named Johnny, and I'm pretty sure you probably could pick up on him. I really hate that I divorced Johnny for Jay because Johnny was more like me and him was a connection than Jay. But then Johnny didn't never want us to get a divorce at all. But then when I divorced him, he came home, and when he came home, he wanted us to get remarried. But he started dealing with this girl that got 5 children. And it hurt me to my core because I don't feel like Johnny is really happy, but in a way, I really want my husband back, you know? So I don't know if Johnny marriage gonna last forever with the girl or what. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it was like lessons for me and him, what happened between us, So I don't know.
okay. So here's what I'm gonna say, love, and I want you to really, if sometimes when people are on the show, they don't really get the whole message because um they don't, because it's the show and but you can come back and you can re-listen to it later on tonight, and I really need you to really, I feel like, okay, first we're only going to talk about Jay because you asked
Yes,
about
ma'am.
Jay, so we're only going to
Uh-huh.
talk about Jay. I
Uh-huh.
don't give full readings on the show. I do give private readings, and then we can go into Jay and Johnny and Jimmy and Joe and anybody else that you want to. But right now, I'm joking about all the names. I know that those
Yes,
people
ma'am.
aren't in your life. I'm just trying to be
Uh-huh.
a little bit funny. Um, what I'm going to say to you, as far as Jay goes, when Jay, if or when Jay tries to come back, because they always come back, it might either have taken too much time, or he won't put any effort into it. He's just going to show up like, yeah, I'm back. And don't accept that. Don't take that, because that's not good. Just that, hey, I'm back, without really going into and resolving anything or everything. And I feel like Jay is going to be able to sense when you've moved on with someone new, and he's going to come back trying to win you back. But I am going to tell you this, if you take him back, he will leave again. And that's what I have for you, love. So my recommendation, and your team's recommendation, your spirit team's recommendation is, move on, don't look back. Sometimes things happen for you. This is one of those things that's happening for you. The contract between the two of you, you and Jay, is done. It's over. It's served. Let yourself move forward and move into something brand new. Okay, love?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I hope that was
Okay.
helpful, and you have an amazing day.
You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good
Oh,
day.
absolutely. My pleasure. Okay, the next person, number 2, I think this is her. You guys are good. I hope this is the next person. This is Toni.
Hey, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. Okay, what's your question, love? Thank you guys for being on it. You guys are so on it. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay,
you're quite
give
welcome.
give me one little second, Nancy. The next person who gets to call in if they want to is I know you're on here and you're a regular. I think it's Share Bear. And the number is 414-897-2869. But wait until I hang up with Nancy. Otherwise, you're just going to go to voicemail. Okay, Nancy, what's your question for me, love?
Okay, I would love a message for my father, Larry, and I never knew him. So I have many, many questions for him.
Okay, I can give you a message from him, but the many, many questions we can do in a private session because I allow everybody one thing. So I will make the connection. I'm instantly seeing at one point what I'm seeing, whether this is him or someone he's with, he might be hiding behind this person, but he's actually someone who resembles like an Elvis Presley look-alike. Now, I don't know if that's him or somebody he's just standing with, or if he's saying, I'm the great imitator. I don't know, but he's here.
I
and the
have
first,
no idea.
Yeah, the first thing that I'm hearing, if I'm asking him, I'll let you ask him one question, love. What's your question for your father, Larry?
Okay, I'm curious if what my mother said about your relationship, was that true? How you left?
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Because at first I was getting some of what she said was true and some of it wasn't. But then when you said how he left and clarified it, I got a yes, how he left. What your mom said about how he left, it's true. And if I'm being more specific, I'm hearing the word exact. So meaning it was exactly true. And does he have regrets? Yes. Could he or would he had changed it? He didn't see, I'm just getting this for whatever this is worth for you, love. He didn't see another way, or he didn't see a way it could possibly really work out based on a number of different things. Okay, sweetie?
Okay.
And Nancy, thank you so much for calling in. I'm really grateful for your call in and taking the time to call in. I hope this was helpful for you. I really do.
It was. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to tell you a little story. My mom has passed on. And I'm going to tell you guys a funny little, well, I thought it was funny. My mother did not. So my older sister, Sherry, was named after a song. My older brother was named after our father. My younger brother was named after our grandfather. And my younger sister was named after a song. And even after that, when my mom went into she divorced and then went into a relationship with somebody else, the first child was named after a family member. And the second child was also named after a family member from that person's family. And my name is Toni. And I would ask my mom all the time, who, Mama, who am I named after? So let me tell you, when my mother passed, do you know what the first question I asked her was? She did not like it when she was dead any more than she liked it when she was alive. Who am I named after? Who's my real dad, Mama? who's my daddy? She did not like that question. She gave me the exact same answer. Toni, stop it. And we all know what a non-answer means, don't we? Okay, if you can call in, Share Bear, please call in. I cannot find your question in here. I'll go up a little bit and see if I can find your question. just in case you can't call in, here it is. I replied for a job in my company in another department. The recruiter said they have not made decision yet. Do you feel me getting this? Yeah, I feel like unfortunately, as of right now, I'm getting a no. Could this change? Yes. If the person, I feel like this is you. Let's find out. Hello?
Hi, Toni. It's me, Share Bear.
Hey.
My dad used to call me that. It was my nickname growing up.
I love it. So here's the thing. You guys are always on YouTube asking questions. I never get to hear your voices or like do this. I'm loving this tonight. It's awesome.
No, I do call in, Toni, but usually when I have a day off on Mondays, I'll call in. But yes, the nights I usually listen because I'm so tired. You know, I just worked all day. But yes, I do call in also. I was going to call in tonight, actually. And then the work.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So,
that's okay.
So, Blog Talk was down Monday and it's down again today. They're having they explained it to me in a message. They're just having some technical problems. It sounded like they may have been breached, but I don't know. I'm just happy I can use my phone and take people this way. It's just as good. So it's okay. It works this way too, so it's good. I started to answer your question, which was that I feel like as of right this minute, and this is the way I'm going to explain it to you, as of this moment, they have someone else in mind for the position. Now, could that change? Yes, absolutely. If the person they have in mind for some reason decides not to take the position, I feel like they're going to come to you. Now, I do feel like, though, that if you're doing this move for pay, really think it out because I don't know if it's going to give you everything you're looking for. Okay, so make sure you have all the details with the pay and the benefits. Okay, love?
Thank you, but it was a pain because, oh, God, I know if I don't get it, I'll keep trying in my company. That's all I can do.
Okay, so I do feel like, now having said that, I do feel like, sweetie, I do feel like there will be another position available that will be perfect for you. And I hear within 6 months, but it might be as soon as a month to a month and a half.
Okay.
Okay. So if this one doesn't pan out, it's because the next one's going to be better. Okay.
Thank you very much, Toni. I'll go back now. Hop back on YouTube and listen.
Okay. Thank you so much. Absolutely my pleasure, love. Absolutely my pleasure.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for calling in. Okay, so the next person who had a question, and you guys know better than I do as I'm scrolling through, please, you can call in 414-897-2869 if you would like to call in and ask a question. That's my business number, and we're just using that tonight because, again, Blog Talk is unfortunately having some issues. Danny, I'm going to answer your question while I'm waiting. Will I be good at being a designer? Yeah, I think you asked me this already, Danny, on another show. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If I didn't answer it and this is the first time you're asking, absolutely. You're going to be spectacular is what I'm hearing. You're going to do, I think sometimes you're even going to surprise yourself. Don't hold back. Like, I don't feel like you would be, but what I'm hearing is don't be afraid to put everything forward. It can be honed down, but you can, like, okay, this is the way they're describing it to me. So please take it the way, with whatever you're designing, take it this way. If you're making a cake for somebody, a wedding cake, right? And you're showing them the cake and you've made it 3 tiers, and they love it, you can't add 2 more tiers after that because they've bought the 3-tier cake. Now, if you would have shown them a 7-tier cake and they would have said, we want 5 tiers, that would be a little bit different. You can always scale back, but once they agree to the smaller plan or the you know what I mean, the scaled down version, it's difficult to sell up. It's always easier to sell down. I don't know what that means, but even in your workplace, whatever you're designing, always go to the max, because you can always bring it back a little bit. That's what I'm getting for you. And who knows, they might remember that, and it might work for the next thing. Okay. It's easier to take something out rather than put something in. That's just what I'm hearing for you, Danny. I hope that makes sense. I really truly does do. I hope it makes sense. I'm leaving it at that. Okay, you guys. Blessed one, I'm gonna do you right now. Hi, Toni. Can you please help me with a form of protection? I'm not sure what's happening around me. You know what? I'm gonna say this, you guys. Yes. First and foremost, on TikTok are all of my clearings and healings, all of them. And I have ones to clear you and your home on there. So find that and pin it and use it every day. It's just as powerful in that 60-second clearing as what I'm going to do. I'm going to start it right now. So you should start to feel it now. And when you hear this, you know it's already starting to work, because this is stuff going. I feel it when I clear for other people. That's why in my TikToks, half the time I'm like losing my words, because it's clearing and I'm feeling it, even though and everything I've done on in those clearings, I've done it on myself first, just to see how it feels and what the reaction is, and then I've done it for the video. So please know that we're going to start healing, clearing, releasing all that caused this, all that kept this. You know what I'm getting? Okay, thank you. I'm doing this for not only you, blessed one, but everybody listening, everybody watching. I feel like you guys know what a tornado looks like, right? The whoo of smoke, and how a tornado is usually like brown or white or whatever, but I'm seeing this as very dark. And what I'm seeing, blessed one, is it's coming in through wherever it's coming in. I'm not even going to say, it doesn't matter. So for you and everybody listening and or watching, I'm asking that your spirit team, your security team, angels, whatever you want to call them, go in and pull everything out through any openings. We're just going to call them openings, and pull everything out through any openings, and then close and lock it. Something happened about a month ago or so. Sometimes my timing is off. I don't track time very well. But something happened approximately about, for some of us, a month or so ago. And it has just been very chaotic and heavy since then. So we're going to continue to pull all of this. And you should feel better. Please post below anything that you are noticing. And if anybody else is noticing anything, please let me know. Please share with me if you felt anything or anything like that. Okay, Olga wants to know, hi, Toni, I just started volunteering at a local hospital. Do you see, do you see, are you going to find love there? Finding me there, love finding you there. Okay. Yes, you're going to meet, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to phrase this two different ways. There's going to be a lot of love there for you in whatever you're volunteering in. Are you going to find your partner, a partner there? At the hospital. Maybe not at the hospital, but something to do with the hospital. So I'm going to give you a couple of different examples. Perhaps on your way to it, from it, or doing something outside of there for it. I feel like you are going to meet somebody, Olga. I feel like this person has the potential to come in within or in about a month and a half. I feel like, is Olga gonna meet this person at the hospital? No. That's the second time I got no on that, Olga. I do feel like, however, you're gonna meet this person outside. And this is interesting. I'm gonna do the math in a second. And I hear the word maze. Now, this could mean a couple of different things. It could mean, where are we? We're mid-July, so 2 weeks would be August into September. So that's not Halloween yet. But sometimes, I don't know, sometimes we can be in a fun house maze, or maze can mean corn, or like a corn maze. I don't know. When I say things, I always try to remind people to stay very open for the word, whatever that might mean. And also, we can sometimes feel like we're someplace and we're in a maze, even though it's not technically a maze. So keep that in mind too. But if you are going to like a state fair or a carnival or anything like that, it doesn't mean you have to be in the maze. It could mean around it, or whatever that means for you. I do feel like you meet this person in an environment that is outdoors. I feel like this person has, I normally don't do this. I'm going to, but let me be fair to people who ask me this. I get what I get. I get what I get. And I don't get the same thing for everybody. I wish I could get everything for everybody, but your team knows what you need for your answers. I do feel like this person is slender, dark hair, olive skin. Now, I'm going to not give too many details. Now, let me say this to Olga. Sometimes when I give a description, this could be somebody on the other side helping you find this person. So be open to whomever comes in, or it could even be a friend of the person's. But for some reason, this is the person I'm seeing when we're talking about this. I'm going to tell you the next person coming in, or this person coming in about a month to a month and a half ish, is going to be somebody that really helps you progress in your life. So make sure you're out and about. And when I say out and about, like if someone asks you to go someplace, even if you don't want to go, just go. Not if you have like if you have a bad feeling, don't go, but you need to be out and about and in the public. Okay, that's one thing I will say. Hey, Grandma Kitty, how are you? Elizabeth, let's see what Elizabeth has to say. Elizabeth from West Virginia. I was wondering if my husband had any messages for me. We're coming up on his year anniversary. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry for your loss. That's so sad. Of his death. I tried to get it through on the phone and it kept hanging up. Yeah, Blog Talk's down, Elizabeth. I'm sorry. Elizabeth, if you want to call in 414-897-2869, I would love your husband's first name. So help me connect. And then also Elizabeth, I'm going to scroll all the way down and wait for your husband's first name in case you don't call in. Hey, Pat, how are you? Rebecca, I am going to ask the first thing your husband's saying, and it's not weird to me. I understand it. Martin, okay. Can I have the phone number again? Yeah, I do. I talk so fast. I'm so sorry. 414-897-2869. I'm sorry. I do say that fast, like a little too fast. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. So the first thing I'm hearing, Elizabeth, first, when you call in, please shut down YouTube for just a second or just turn the volume down on YouTube. And I'll repeat the number one more time. 414-897-2869 is the number to call into tonight. The first thing I'm hearing is toast. Just toast. And whatever that means from Martin for you is really important for him to share with you. So please know that toast is very, very important. Here she is. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you?
Hey, Toni, how you doing?
Good, 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 good. So I don't know if you heard that when I was saying the word toast. He just keeps saying toast. Oh, you know what? It's so funny. I keep thinking like toast out of a toaster, but it could be like toast, like chinging glasses, like making a toast.
Okay.
So I don't know what it means, but it's for you. I'm not supposed to know what it means. It's for you. So that's just the first thing I'm hearing. That doesn't mean that's the only thing I'm hearing. And then the next thing I'm hearing is, hey, hey, the gang's all here. Like that song, that whatever that means for him, or for you. And then the next thing I'm hearing is that it's, and these songs, it doesn't mean it's literally the song. Like, hey, hey, the gang's all here could mean he's with everybody right now. Like the whole gang of loved ones is around him. That's the way.
He's had some friends that have passed away. So, I've been hoping that he's, hooked up with them and is hanging around with them and stuff, know?
Absolutely.
Right? So that's probably what that means.
So one of the things I also hear is the name Doug. Now, if that's not for, and as I hear that, the ringing in my ears just completely changed pitch. Now, if that's not one of his people or your people, it could be for somebody else who's waiting to get through. But I hear also the name Doug. Now, and then I forgot the next song, but that's okay. We'll get back into it. The next thing that I'm hearing from Martin for you is it's the verse from the Madonna song "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." Just don't cry for me is the big thing. Don't cry for me because I'm okay. And he understands you're crying for your pain and everything you feel you lost from him going. He gets that. He says, I'm not insensitive to that. I totally get you're crying because you miss me. But one of the things he wants to say is and so many loved ones from the other side tell me this. It kind of sort of stinks for them because you're crying. We cry because we miss them, but they're right there. And because the heavier our energy is, or the sadder, more upset, angry we are, the less we feel them. So the lighter our energy is, the more it's congruent with theirs and the more we will feel them, and
Right.
the better it is for us. But we're stuck in our sadness. So one of the
Yeah.
things he's saying is lighten up. Like,
Yeah.
he thinks that's so funny right now because like
I believe that. That's one of his catchphrases with me. Right?
I'm happy it is, because that's a total confirmation for you. It's a total confirmation.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that he would want to tell you is there's something coming in next month, meaning the month of August. Is it coming in August? Yes, September. No, August. It's coming in next month. Something's coming in next month for you. And then I hear surprise, surprise. And I can't tell you what it is because surprise, it's a surprise.
Okay.
But something's coming in next month and he says, you're just going to love it. But then he starts laughing. So
I applied for a program, to help me out a little bit,
Okay.
And I'll hear something in August, right? Is when they're going to be able to tell me if I qualify for this program or not. So
good.
Maybe that's what he's speaking of.
Yeah, and they can't tell me because, again, he keeps saying surprise. It's a surprise.
Okay.
I will tell you, anything that you're working on here is something they are helping you with up there. They're saying like they're not going to leave you stranded. Don't think for a moment they're going to leave you stranded. They won't leave you stranded or empty-handed. So if it doesn't come one way, it's going to come another way. And keep looking. He wants you to look online also for like other programs or federal grants that would be available to you.
Yes, see, I have.
Okay, good.
I have. Yeah, see, we moved from one state to another state, right? We were out here for 4 years and he got sick and died. So I'm like stuck all the way across the country, right? I don't know a soul out here. It's like, it's like I'm on the moon, and it's just really hard, and I struggle every day. So hopefully, things, start popping, or I'm gonna, I feel like I'm gonna lose everything.
Yeah, no, you're not. And the other thing I'm hearing again is surprise. So there is something coming in that's going to help you. And I'm hearing it's going to help you on all fronts. But I can't, for whatever reason, I'm not being allowed to tell you. I do feel like, and I'm going to say this to you, I do feel like you should go to, for whatever this means, like a social service office. And
yeah, that's the people I'm dealing with.
Okay, so here's the thing I want to tell you also, and I don't know, I'm gonna say this, if I think every state is different, but he's reminding me of this, and if this is what you've already signed up for, okay, but if it's not, I'm gonna tell you about it. When your spouse passes, you can collect their Social Security.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now.
Okay, good.
Our widow's benefits.
Right? Okay. Now there are other things, and he wants you to keep looking because you're going to find them. And then he's saying, get out and about. Don't waste the time you have in your home. Okay, love?
Yeah. Yeah. See, I haven't left the house pretty much in a year.
Yeah.
Right. Just to go to the store and back.
Yeah. He's saying, stop that. Stop that. Get out, get about. Even if you have to just go on a bike and take a bike ride in what you consider to be a safe area by yourself, or get out and just sit out for a little bit. Baby steps until you walk until you run, but get out and about. Okay, love?
Okay. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
And I so appreciate your little things that you put on, the internet, your clearings and everything. I mean, if sometimes I think if I didn't have those, I wouldn't make it through the day sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
I want to
thank
thank you for that.
No,
Right?
thank you for letting me know that. Sometimes, you guys wouldn't even know like how much time I spend trying to figure out what will be. It's like I spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure out what do people need or want and what's going to be helpful for them that will, really make a difference, or that just that people want a healing for. I really do put so thank you for that. Thank you for that, because that's one of my little, like, just a thing that I really do care that it is helping
your pleasures,
people.
right? It's one of your pleasures. Yeah.
and that I don't do that for me. I 1,000,000% do that for whomever needs that particular thing. So, because I know life can be
overwhelming.
yeah. We have good moments. We all have our like really good moments, and we all have struggles, and we're going through survival mode, and we're trying to make it. And if you go to those, and I do upload a lot of them onto YouTube, but not all of them make it through to YouTube for some reason.
Yes.
So if people go to TikTok, they're all there. They're all there.
Yeah, I just saw you on TikTok not too long ago.
Oh,
so I've been
excellent.
on TikTok doing you too, right?
Yeah.
Right. In my saved videos, you have your own little, Toni stuff. Other stuff goes into that.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Okay, love, thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
We're going to be praying
Thank
for
you.
you. And keep watching those, and come back anytime. Okay, sweetie?
I will. I try to catch her as much as possible. Right?
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, you guys. I want to remind everybody I'm here Monday at noon for 60 minutes, and then Wednesday at 7 p.m. for 60 minutes. Both of those times are Central Time. So you can join, ask questions, call in. Hopefully by Monday, the blog talk will be back up. Let's see. Hey, Sally, how are you? All is well. Thank you, Sally. Sally would like to know, what month will my boyfriend and I move into our new apartment? Well, Sally, I need to ask you something. Oh, there's a lot of people down here. Did you move in April? Because I'm hearing April. So let me know. I scrolled down so I could get your answer. If you did not move in April, I feel like you might be moving into your new apartment like around that April, May time. I don't know why it's going to take so long. I don't know if that's the time frame that you're shooting for, or if you're wanting it to be sooner than that. I'm not really sure, but I am getting that April, May time. Now, let me say this. If I check every month, I go August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. April is the first month that I get a yes on. And when I say May, I get a yes. So that April, May time. I hope that's helpful, Sally. I hope that really does help you, love. Thank you, Grandma Kitty. Rebecca has a question, would like to call. Okay, Rebecca, call in 414-897-2869. Go ahead, Rebecca. I'm waiting for your call. While I'm waiting for your call, I'll just remind everybody I have a program starting on Saturday, the self program. It's 6 sessions every Saturday. We're going to pick one self area and start healing self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-love, self-acceptance. Here she is. Hey there, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm excellent. Okay, love, how can I help you today?
I have a question, Toni. I'm calling from Arizona. Sorry. I'm going on a trip, and I would like to know if my mother Raquel has a message for me for this trip this weekend.
Yeah,
Sorry, I sound
okay,
like I'm everywhere.
so two things come through, and the first one is such a mother thing. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe.
Okay.
That's the first message that comes through. But the next message that comes through is have fun, and then she goes back to, but stay safe. So
Okay. Thank you.
the other thing she's saying is you don't need to spend a lot to get a lot, or you don't need to spend a lot to enjoy it. And that should, she's saying that should make sense to you. Like wherever you're going and whatever you're doing, you don't need to spend a lot. Just be more traditional with it. Does that make sense to you, love?
Yeah. Yes. It
Okay.
does.
Like do the down home or the home thing rather than the out thing all the time, because you're going to enjoy it so much more anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Toni.
You are so welcome. Is that, have fun on your trip and come back on Monday. If you're back by Monday, come back and let us all know how it was, okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you, love.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. Okay. Pat Haley. Okay. This may seem like a silly question. It's okay. I don't mind. I love silly questions if it is a silly one. I just bought secondhand boots because I just really can't pronounce that first word. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Am I going to eventually regret buying? I can't tell if they fit. Oh, Pat, that's so like me. I can't tell if they fit. The leather is so stiff, too small. You know, one thing that I know for a fact you can do with boots or shoes that are leather, that are a little small, is get your foot wet and stick your foot in there. The water will stretch out the leather a little bit and help you out. I have had to do that to many a pair of shoes or boots that were just a little bit tight, and then they fit perfect. So if you just get you don't want to get it too wet, but maybe if you have a thin sock, you can get a little wet and put in there. But I will tell you, getting the leather wet stretches it out a little bit. Don't soak it up. Don't get it too wet. Just enough to mold to your foot, and do it a little at a time. Okay, love? That'll help you a great, great deal. La 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 la. You're welcome, Sally. Marie, I keep dreaming of my ex. It hurts. Why? We have dreams of people for a couple of different reasons, and I'm going to give you a couple of them, and hopefully this will be very, very helpful for you and anybody else that is listening. Maria. Number one reason we dream of our ex is because we have unresolved feelings, hurt, pain from the relationship. So I'm going to clear, heal, release anything that has not healed from your ex or the relationship. Let's heal, clear, release that, and pull it all out. And for anybody listening that is in that situation where we have unresolved pain or feelings from the relationship or the ex or what happened, let's just pull all that out, clear it, heal it, release it. That's the first reason, because when we sleep, we heal, and our subconscious mind releases things that have not yet healed so that we can heal it. The second reason is because they're also dreaming of us or thinking of us. It's just natural. We're all connected by energy. So when someone is thinking about us, it's natural that we may have that, if we had that connection, that it might still be there, and we can pick up on their feelings and or thoughts or dreams. I think it's more the first reason, but if you want to disconnect from your ex, if you want to make sure all your energy is just disconnected so it doesn't happen any longer, um, just ask your team to come in and cut and heal. Oh, wow. Cut and heal any cords, connections between the two of you so you can both move on in a very healthy and happy way. I know it can be devastating when we go through a breakup and then we dream about somebody and then we wake up and it just feels the pain is there all over again. So I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm really sorry for that, lots. I am. Amy wants to know, will Kristen and Mike get back together? No. As of right now, Amy, no. It's not going to happen. One of them is really stubborn and the other one's really hurt. I don't know who's stubborn, and maybe the person who's hurt is stubborn. But I will tell you this, one of them is very stubborn and the other one is really hurt. And as of right now, I just hear this statement, it is what it is. And that's not, I'm sorry for that, Amy. You know, it sometimes, and then what I'm hearing second is sometimes an apology just isn't enough. There has to be a lot of changed behaviors and actions. And then the next thing I'm hearing is once, I don't know why I'm hearing this, Amy, but like that how could I could forgive, but I couldn't, I don't know if I could go on thinking it wouldn't happen again. I hope all of that makes sense, Amy. I'm so sorry that I hope it makes sense. Okay. Okay. Hi. This is from Patricia. Should I start creating digital products, PDF, audio, etc., that solves groups of people's problems? Absolutely, Patricia. Absolutely. Would create income, money sources for me. Been applying to jobs, I'm being passed over. Yeah, the job market is very, very difficult right now. Patricia, absolutely start doing that. It's part of your calling is what I'm hearing. So go ahead and start that. You will have absolutely no regrets. Keep looking for a job, but start that now. Angie wants to know, will I be in a relationship this year? Thank you, Angie. Will Angie be in a relationship this year? Will Angie have a partner this year? Yes. Will Angie have a love partner this year? Yes. It's so weird. Like sometimes I'll ask a question and I know what I mean, but I have to ask it differently. I feel like the potential is there. Angie, Angie, can you put in the chat? Can you do me a favor, Angie? Put in the chat, where do you live? What area do you live in? I don't know for sure, but I feel like you meet this person. I'm seeing water. Okay. I'm seeing in England. Okay. What's the weather like in November in England? Angie, thank you. Hey, England, how are you? What is the weather like in England in November, Angie? Because I hear November, but I see water. but the water doesn't look well here. You know what? In November here, and I live where it gets cold, it's not all iced over yet. Um, Rain and cold. Yeah, similar. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you might meet this person somehow where there is water. Okay. Now, don't hold it to only that. So be out and about. You might end up just going someplace with this person where there is water, and not because just because I'm seeing water, that doesn't mean you're going to meet them. That's a possibility. And then I hear November. So by November, you should had met this person by November. Okay. So if you are out and about, and that doesn't mean wait until October to start going out, because you might meet them in August or September, and then November, that's by November. I feel like in November is going to be like a really big month for you, Angie, for a couple reasons. They're not giving me all the reasons, mostly because my time is up. More over an hour again. See, without Blog Talk, there's no one to let me know the show is over and I have to end for the hour spot because of TV. These shows do air on TV, and I'm supposed to keep them within an hour. You guys, why didn't you tell me time was up? I'm kidding. Angie, in November, by November, you should have met this person. I do feel like you might meet this person near water. You might meet this person. It might have something to do with a pub and or an event. Okay, it might have something to do with a pub and or an event, and these two things could go together. So for example, a pub might be having an event, and maybe normally you don't go to pubs, but because of this particular event you end up at one. But or it could be a completely different type of an event. Just be open to the invitations, and if something catches your attention, be open to participating in them. But you should meet this person by November, Angie. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I will be back for sure Monday at noon. If I did not get to answer your question today, I apologize. Please come back Monday. You guys, if you post your question in the chat or the comment section afterwards, I only answer questions while we are on the show live. I don't answer afterwards, and I do have to keep it as close to an hour as possible. I answer questions 15 minutes before I go live. So if I did not get to you, I'm so sorry. Please come back on Monday and I will be happy to help you. Or you can do also a private session. Thank you so much and have an amazing weekend, everybody.